really glad that my first attempt at filming this utterly had terrible lighting and failed, because it was probably about 2 weeks ago and I've completely changed my mind about this palette since then. So first off, let's look at the Chantecaille Save the Bees palette. Comes in this beautiful box like this, very reflective, utterly stunning. Then the actual packaging has a little bee on it. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. Who wouldn't love seeing this? And it is a refillable compact. Has a gorgeous, gigantic mirror inside. And like I said, it's refillable. Now, one thing I really wish they would do is make it so that I can actually purchase these specific shades in refills to refill it. But no, I have to spend a whole nother $83, which is how much it costs, in order to buy another one of these. And I am really tempted to buy a second of these palettes because it is stunning, and because it is so exquisite in its presentation, it makes me not want to touch it. So if you're the type of person that something really beautiful and patterned, you know that you're the type of person that then won't use it because it's so gorgeous you don't want to mess it up. Like me, that's exactly how I am. If you know you're that type of person, maybe you want to steer away from this if that's going to make you mad to spend $83 and then never want to use it, because that's how I definitely was at first. Because the gold over top of the bees is very easily swiped away, and I didn't want to mess it up. Well, now that I've messed it up, I'm kicking myself, and I totally want a backup of it. Now, spending $83 on a backup is also kind of crazy. I don't know how to feel about it. I just wish these little pans, you could buy them refillable. That would save a lot of my, let me like fix this so that you can actually see it. Okay. Look at how exquisitely beautiful this palette is. So beautiful. You can see the pink shade. I have already worn off all the gold. The other ones, a little bit around the edges of the bees where my brush has accidentally brushed into it, those are now missing too. I did take a close-up before I harmed them, so I'll play it so that you can actually see what it looks like when you first open it up. Let's talk about these colors. This is my first Chantecaille eyeshadow that I've ever purchased, and I was pretty sure they would have a great quality. And they do. But the one thing that I said in my first review also is that I was expecting them to pack a little bit more of a punch. I really wanted that blue to be a bright sky blue, and it doesn't come across that way on the lids. Of course, we all should know that this was going to be a very sheer blue, because even on the website, its shade is described as a sheer blue. And it really does come that way on the eyes. You barely notice that it's a blue, it's just kind of lightening. And like, for instance, I put it on the inner corner. You can hardly tell that it's blue. So if you are a person that's a little bit scared of wearing blue eyeshadow, yeah, you don't have to worry about that, because you're not really gonna show up as being blue on your eyes. Another thing is, I went at this palette with the first time that I wore it, making it too golden, and that's why I just knew that I wasn't gonna wear it if I kept making a golden eye out of it, because I really need a little bit more darkness in my crease also than these shades provide. Okay, let's talk about the colors. This dark gray brown is called Beehive. This is called Sky. It's a sheer blue, which on their website they even describe as a sheer blue. So it's not just me thinking it's sheer. It's actually meant to be that way. Pretty corally pink is called Nectar. This golden color up here is called Honey. So all the shades are very aptly named. Okay, so for my first look, what I did was I took the brown Beehive shade, put it on my eye, then I used Nectar on the eye as well, and then Sky. For me, Nectar is a no-go on the eye. If you do love a bronzy golden eye, which some people can definitely carry that off. If you love that look, great, go ahead and use it on your eye. I personally can't do golds on my eyes, and I'm not even sure if I can pull off gold on my skin anywhere. Today, and how I probably will use the Golden Nectar shade, is as a highlight on my cheekbones. And you probably, well, hopefully you can see it. It does have a beautiful sheen to it. And aside from the golden overspray, there's no glitter in it. It just has that sort of satin sheen, which is exactly how both Sky and Beehive, those two colors, also have that silky, satiny, just kind of sheen to it. There's no glitter, aside of course from the gold glitter overspray. Now the Nectar shade, which I use as a blush, you could also use it as on your eyes if you wanted to add some pink in there, but I didn't today. I'm going to use this as a blush, and hopefully it's coming across. I am not the type of person that usually loves a bold, bright blush, but using this in person, at least, I don't know how it's translating on camera, but in person, I've really been liking it. It adds a beautiful glow to the face. This one also is a shade that on mine, I'm seeing little bits of glitter. It's super tiny. You're not really gonna notice it. It's just gonna give a little bit of a glow to the face. That could of course be the gold overspray still lingering behind, but I have a feeling it's not because it's been several times since I've swept away the gold overspray. The first couple of times that I wore it, I just had Nectar over my cheeks and went about my business and loved it. Then I tried today and another time adding honey over top of it as a highlight. Of course it's very gold, but it's pretty easy to sheer out. And it sort of changes the whole color of the look, obviously. And I'm not sure if it works on my skin tone. I really love the sheen that it gives. I'm just not sure if I'm the type of person that really can wear gold. That's not, however, a bash upon the actual product, because at first I was taking it as, I just don't like this because the color wasn't working for me on my eyes. But it's really not anything against the product, it's just my own skin tone. The blush, I could die for. I love that color so much, it looks beautiful on the cheeks. And I'm really coming to like these two eyeshadow colors as well. The Sky, once I got over the fact that it was super sheer and didn't really look blue at all, I can get down with Sky, is what I'm trying to say. I actually think that I would say that I like it now. You just have to be in the right mindset for this product. And at first I was just kind of caught off guard about it, about the fact that it was so sheer. And for me, I took that as a flaw, whereas it's just supposed to be that way. So, not a flaw. Now, Beehive is a beautiful brown shade, and I love the satin quality of it, especially all over the eye. But I am the type of person that really needs some darkness to my eyes. Otherwise, with my hooded eyes, I just don't look good. And even right now, I feel like it's making my eyes look very small, and it's making me a little anxious. But I'm trying to learn to really embrace a lighter eye. I don't know how it's going so far, but I'm trying my hardest to really get down with a lighter eye shade. But today I had to add Taupe Brown from Burberry in the crease. And at first I wasn't wanting to add any other eyeshadows to it. So that's another reason why I didn't like it at first. It was just too light of an eye. And I even said in that video, which you'll never see, so I'll re-say it. If you really love a neutral eye, you'll love this palette. I was a little bit disappointed with the darkness of it. I think if you are into a natural eye, this would be a fantastic palette for you because it does leave a very natural look. I had a problem with the darkness of this color specifically because I really do enjoy something a little bit darker for where I would have a crease. I have very hooded eyes, so I need to really define it in order for me to feel comfortable. Otherwise, I feel like my eyelid is just drooping over my eye and looks terrible. So I think the light blue in the corner gives a sort of subtle, unexpected pop of something, even though it is very sheer. A person would have to get, you know, fairly close to you in order to notice that it's actually, oh, hey, that's a pale blue. That's really nice. I think it can be a great natural eye. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to love these colors and they're going to become a go-to color for a lot of people. I just need something a little bit more not pigment. I just need something a little bit darker on my eyes in the outer corner. So all in all, like I said before, I think I really am in two kind of ways of thinking about this palette. One, I think it's visually so beautiful to look at. I had a really hard problem touching the gold overspray. I think I was like delicately poking at it, and I really need to get over it. I need to get over it and just use the dang on thing because it is $83. I was also shocked by how huge the pans are. Like when I opened this, compared to, you know, a Chanel, even a Tom Ford, I feel like the pans of product in this are just humongous. I am considering buying another one of these. And part of me thinks, oh, that's so crazy. I'm not the person who buys backups. I don't own a backup of anything except for the Chanel, that lavender, waterproof eyeliner that came out that was limited edition. I bought a backup of that. That's the only backup I own in my entire makeup collection. I just think this is so stunning looking that I want to buy another one, even though it's $83. And I keep thinking, oh, I could buy, you know, I could buy a lot of stuff for $83. I could buy, you know, another Tom Ford palette, which I've loved and not been disappointed with a single one of his palettes. And so I'm really torn because while I'm not at first stunned by the eyeshadow, I do really am finding that I'm loving the blush, and I just think they're so beautiful. I want to look at them forever. And I almost feel like I won't be able to get over it and be able to fully use and appreciate it if I keep thinking, oh, I can't use it because I have to preserve the beautiful bee overspray that's on it. So at first I was regretting it and I thought it would just be a museum piece, but now museum piece, like I have a personal museum in my house. No, you know what I mean, like a collector's piece. Let me know if you've purchased it, if you're going to purchase it, what you think about it. Like I said, I've had mine for several weeks now because I purchased it as soon. I've been waiting for it to come out. Purchased it as soon as I saw it available on their website. And also, if you want FedEx home delivery, you can get free shipping on their website. I know at this point, the Save the Bees palette is up on other stores' websites like Neiman's. I think I saw it on Neiman's last night. So you definitely can get it from there too. When it was first released though, it was only on the Chantecaille website, but luckily got some free shipping on there. So let me know what you think down below. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.